You know what helps team chemistry? Cheerleaders. Let's go.
2K TV. 2K TV.
Happy Halloween! Ha 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 ha! And welcome to a freakishly awesome episode of NBA 2K TV. We're both dressed up. I'm a skeleton, obviously super scary. And Chris, what are you?
I'm a pirate. We lost season 1, but we gotta get back out there and get season 2 because we need that rep boost for our builds.
Speaking of seasons, we are so excited that the NBA season is tipping off. Man, I've been waiting all summer for this.
We are back, and to celebrate, we're sitting down with Stan Van Gundy, who joined the NBA 2K family, and we chatted with him during his recording session. Take a look. We are now joined by Stan Van Gundy. Coach, welcome to 2K TV.
Thank you. I am excited about this.
I am too. You are, of course, the newest member of the NBA 2K broadcast team. What's this mean to you to be in 2K25?
Well, look, I just think the NBA, any pro sport really, is all about the fans. And so to be a part of this, which is for the fans and the people who play the game, I mean, it's really a great honor.
Oh yeah, this pace is gonna be incredible. Our heads will literally be on a swivel tonight.
Now, of course, you are a huge addition to the broadcast team. What's it been like to bring that level of authenticity to the game?
We know that Brian Anderson, Kevin Harlan are two of the best in the business, two of the best to ever do it. And they've certainly taught me a lot about broadcasting. It's been a lot of fun.
What are some of the advantages, Stan, of coaching teams with a lot of veterans, a lot of experience? Kevin, how much time do we have? I mean, do we have time to do a whole podcast? I mean, it's everything.
What's it been like broadcasting in real life and then bringing that over to 2K? What's the experience been like?
You know, I think it's helped me both ways. I really do, because I think obviously having broadcast, you try to bring that authenticity you talk about to the game. But when you're reading a script and bringing emotion to it, a lot of times I was doing it this year and I'd say, wow, I really like the way that sounded. Like, I've got to try to bring that phrase or that kind of emotion or whatever it is to the game.
I love that.
And looking at tonight's contest, Coach, why are both teams so good rebounders? Well, I'd like to say it's great coaching, Kevin. You know, I can always give those guys credit. But
You had a tremendous coaching career. What's it been like taking that experience and translating it into being a broadcaster?
Yeah, I think I just try to still approach the game, think of the game the way I did as a coach, and then try to bring that in an understandable manner to the fans that, hey, this is the strategy they're thinking of right here. These are the things they might want to do, or these are the things I'd be saying to a player at this point in the game.
Is it hard to put on the analyst cap, or do you always look at things through the lens of being a coach?
Yeah, I think they're the same thing to me. I think the only thing is instead of directing your comments toward players, you're directing your comments to the fans.
In NBA 2K, you can play through any era, so 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and of course the modern era. What do you think has changed from the time that you coached to the modern NBA?
Well, I think some of the changes are obvious to everybody, right? I mean, the pace of the game has picked up. There's a lot more threes being shot. There is very little post play anymore like there used to be. And because of the rule changes, the game's more wide open and there's not as much physicality.
And look, Trae Young is getting whatever he wants. Just keep getting him the ball.
If you look at the game the way it is now, it's hard to argue with any of those things. All of those changes have helped the game.
And every era was great, but I'm gonna put you on the spot here. Do you have a particular favorite era for you?
Well, yeah, but again, it's very biased because I liked the era where I was coaching in Orlando. Of course, we were winning then, and winning a lot, so you enjoy that. But the thing I liked about that era is they had started to take a lot of the physicality, especially away from the ball, out of the game. And I think the freedom of movement has really helped this. But there was still a balance between inside play and the three-point shooting. There were more sets being run, things that I enjoy seeing. So I thought the balance of the game was a little bit better then.
What do you hope that future generation of basketball fans and fans that are, have watched the game for years, what do you hope they get out of hearing you inside NBA 2K25?
Oh, I don't know what they get out of seeing me, but 2K25, the game is so real. It's incredible. And so I think what a fan gets out of that is they get to be right in the middle of it. They insert themselves into the game. They're not fans anymore. They're not sitting back watching it. They're playing it, they're coaching it, they're front office people. They're truly in the game and part of it.
Well, Stan, thank you so much for joining us right here on 2K TV. It's been a pleasure to have you, and we're so excited to hear your insight, knowledge, experience right inside the game.
Yeah, it has been such a pleasure working with all of you here at 2K, and it's an honor to be part of the game.
Halloween is right around the corner, and to celebrate, the city is hosting the Long Night.
Happening October 31st from 6 a.m. to midnight Pacific, wear designated Halloween items for double rep on Ryzen Elite courts, beach courts, Ante-Up, and the theater. Plus double rep for my team at Triple Threat Park.
Plus, it wouldn't be Halloween without trick or treating. There will be 36 spots throughout the city where you can claim prizes from clothing to skill boosts.
If you've been paying attention, we've been giving you the location of a few right here, but the rest you'll have to find yourself. Hey, that's half the fun.
So scare up some costumes and we'll see you in the city October 31st. We are back in studio. It's Halloween, and we are talking team chemistry, a feature new to NBA 2K25. And what a better way to do that than to bring in some Team 2K TV members to talk about our team chemistry that we've been building up in 2K25.
And a great way of building team chemistry is dressing up for Halloween. In NBA 2K25, you'll see 2 meters on your HUD. The first is the takeover meter, which you'll build up based on performances, and the second is the team chemistry meter. And as you progress during the duration of these games, you'll see it build up with a yellow bar. When it maxes out, it'll be active, and that's when the boosts are active for all players on the court.
I know you guys have been building up that chemistry with some W's in 2K25, so let's talk about it.
Yeah, well, Alexis, I'm really impressed with our team because we did some positional switching around in 2K25 from 2K24, but you wouldn't know it based on how well we're playing and gelling with each other when we're on the court.
I feel like everyone is really doing their part. Everyone is playing a slice of the pie, and we are all fitting together really well. And we actually have a winning record in the rec collectively so far. It's been really smooth.
It's really important that we play as a team and build up that team chemistry meter because it actually gives us perks on the gameplay side of things. So Brian, let's start with this. What do you have to do to build up the team chemistry meter? How does this work in 25?
Yeah, so it basically comes from playing unselfishly. You know, you want to play within the pouch. Everyone is playing together, working together to build this team chemistry meter all the way up. And things that are going to boost this are things like setting a good screen, which I'm no stranger to, you know, alley-oop passes, like Danny's always setting us up at the point guard position. So basically, you want to play unselfishly. You know, you want to get your teammates involved, but there are times when you play by yourself. Let's say you're playing solo rec and, you know, there are some tendencies to freeze people out and try to play hero ball. Don't do that because that's going to hurt the team chemistry meter, and then everyone loses because when the meter doesn't get filled up, everyone doesn't get their boosts, and you have a lower chance of winning the game.
So when your team chemistry meter maxes out, what kind of boost does it actually give you?
So if you take a look at the city attributes that will get boosted, because we're constantly playing in the rec together, you'll see a ton of things that can help Team 2K TV and your squad as well. Mainly for me, I see agility and speed. I love the slash, run down the floor, dunk on people. This is a big boost for me as I'm trying to get buckets within the team.
And for our point guard,
Yeah, well, it's even more helpful for me that everyone else gets faster because I can find you even before I get to half court on the cut and get those easy assists and baskets.
and for me, it's all about scoring. We pass to the nylon, not teammates out here, you know what I mean? We get those buckets in 25. And it's not just one game either. We're talking about building that team chemistry. This is actually over the duration of many games, and there's benefits for your My Player. Danny, talk a little bit about those benefits.
Yeah, totally. So if you want that extra bounce or that extra pep in your step, you've got to be a good team player all the time. Individually, you have a rating score, a chemistry score. And once you get that rating past 90%, then collectively you unlock more and more boosts. So it's extremely important to not just do it once in a while or in a rec game or in a program game, but consistently find each other and work together to win and improve your team chemistry. And if you're curious about where you're actually at chemistry-wise, just look at your 2K card and it's listed on one of the final tabs. Just tab over and check it out and see where you're at.
One thing to note is that the team chemistry meter shows up in the city, my career games, and street ball. So basically, if you don't see the team chemistry meter in the certain game mode you're playing, it's not applicable there. But there are many game modes, especially the team-related ones, where it's there and it plays a huge difference.
And why is team chemistry important? Well, one, it boosts everybody up. And two, as you're out there trying to unlock the many takeovers in 2K25, any attribute boosts, any stat boosts are gonna help you.
Yeah, it really maximizes your potential performance because now you're getting a personal takeover boost, a team chemistry boost, and your ratings are really as high as they can truly be on the court. That's going to unlock new potential.
All right, you've been talking about gaining team chemistry progression, but what happens once you reach 100? Does it stay like that or can it go down?
No, so that's the big thing, Alexis, is that just because you get to the top doesn't mean you're gonna stay at the top. You gotta keep being an unselfish player, keep being a good teammate, so you actually can go down.
But also, can I add that, like, if you're playing with, maybe playing random rec or playing with squads that aren't typically yours, don't freeze people out because that's not gonna help everybody. You've gotta make sure everyone's getting a piece. Whether they're your friends or not, you need to play together as a team.
Absolutely, and it benefits everybody on the court.
Don't hog the ball, make the pass, make the play, do everything you can to help that team chemistry.
Yeah, and if you play like us, who knows? You could just have a winning record, just like Team 2K TV. Right.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks, Coach.
Winning record. Go get that team chemistry up. The Rise affiliation have won the Season 1 Rep Boost Reward, winning the season 50.8% to 48.5%.
Shout out to the top performers of Season 1 who contributed in big ways for each affiliation.
Remember, last year, this battle was back and forth, and every game, every matchup, every bucket mattered.
And it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. My Elite are ready to bring the fight in Season 2. May the best affiliation win.
Season 2 is here! And I'm Scott Moak, PA announcer for the Sacramento Kings. And that means we have more top plays! Gone, Sendo! Our first submission comes from Disguise 7972 during Basketball Gods. Ever seen a putback dunk off a missed alley-oop? Me neither. That pass from Waffles was too hot for the iron. But the through the legs putback serves up a complete breakfast for the win. Our next play comes from Stephon Groves at the Old Town Flyers Park. Some questionable shot selection from half court, but they clean it up with a long-range putback dunk for the win. Chasing the ball full force, that box out had absolutely no chance. What a play! Which putback dunk reigns supreme? Vote now, and remember to send in your best plays with the hashtag 2KTVWOW for a chance to be featured in a future episode. Speaking of putbacks, whoever took De'Aaron Fox from my bobblehead collection needs to bring it back right now. The search is on.
All right. Trick or treat? Well, actually, no trick, because if you get this question correct, you'll get a VC treat.
The NBA season has tipped off, and to celebrate, the first global games of the regular season is happening next week.
The Washington Wizards will meet the Miami Heat for a game that also coincides with the traditional Day of the Dead celebrations.
In which country is this game being played?
Is it Spain, Mexico, Portugal, or Argentina?
If you answered Mexico, enjoy the VC and enjoy the game.
We'll see you back here next Friday at 4 p.m. Pacific time. Until then, happy Halloween!
Get it together, Elite. We got some rep to get.